Panini is about to drop the 2025 WNBA Prizm set this Wednesday, November 12th. And this time, it's hitting the blockchain before it hits the physical world. In this video, I'm going to break down the differences you're going to see in the first off the line pack that drops on Wednesday, November 12th, compared to the hobby pack that drops just 2 days later on Friday, November 14th. But I'm also going to talk about where I think the floor is going to be on the Dutch auction that's happening first off the line. But more importantly, I'm going to talk about why this might be the best news for the 2024 WNBA Prizm set. Let's get into it. Now let's dive into the first off the line because that's going to be the initial drop this Wednesday, November 12th. And as you can see, it's going to be a Dutch auction with a starting price of $1,000. Now how this works is every 2 minutes, the price is going to drop sequentially as you see on the graph until it either gets sold out or reaches that bottom floor price of $100. Now, I will say I did notice a discrepancy between this mobile app and the desktop version. See, the prices that go down sequentially, the floor price above $100 on the app is $298. Whereas on the desktop version, if we go to the increment just above the $100 floor, we see a price of $280. So I don't know actually which is the correct number. Is it $298 or $280? But regardless, I don't necessarily see this pack hitting the $100 floor at all. And here's why. Now, there are 4 main reasons why I think that this first off the line pack isn't going to see a $100 floor and will probably sell out at that previous mark at around $280 or $298. First being a key insert that is included in this Prizm drop that wasn't included in the 2024 Prizm drop, the downtown. Now, if you remember correctly, in 2024, we first saw the downtown in the WNBA rookie royalty packs, which are currently selling for, I think, over $3,000. Now, this isn't the only reason why those are selling for over $3,000. There's a bunch of key inserts in that particular pack, but this is a huge addition to the Prizm set that wasn't involved in the 2024 drop. The second reason is the addition of the Cherry Blossom set out of 20 in the first off the line pack for 2025. Now, we do have Cherry Blossoms for 2024, but as you can see here, they're actually a crafted pack. So you'd craft or burn WNBA packs for last year to receive a Cherry Blossom exclusive pack where you'd receive 2 Cherry Blossom NFTs minted to 20. The most recent sale being $799 with an average resale price $345. So let's call it like $175 per Cherry Blossom NFT. Now, I will say there's a little bit of a discrepancy between 2024 and 2025 because in 2024, the total set was 50 NFTs. Whereas in the 2025 set, every single player, all 150 NFTs will have a Cherry Blossom parallel. So the hit rate for 2024 was 3 times greater than it's going to be for 2025, but still, that's a lot of added value. The third reason why is the second new insert to the first off the line for 2025 that wasn't included in 2024. That's the Lotus Flower insert out of only 3. Now, there is a Lotus Flower parallel to 2024, but it was part of, again, as a crafting event. It was a reward NFT that you get when you craft certain specific individual NFTs for the WNBA Prizm set. This year, it's included in the first off the line packs, and it's out of only 3. Now, the fourth and final reason I don't think that this 2025 first off the line pack is ever going to hit the floor of $100 is let's just take a look at the 2024 first off the line pack and how it's doing on the resale marketplace. Well, as we can see, the most recent sale was $265 for this pack. And I'm not saying they're flying off the shelf in handfuls at $265, but they have been selling for over $200 since September with a lot of the big hits already pulled. In fact, I went back to early February when this first dropped in 2025 for $30 per pack. Well, within 7 days, this particular pack reached $100. So we're already at the floor, but this was 6 months ago and it was a different market. So I want to see how different of a market this was. So the average volume on the Panini blockchain for the first 6 months of 2025 was 3.8 million in total sales. By comparison, the average volume we're seeing in the second half, the second 6 months of 2025, is 7.5 million. That's nearly double. So if we take the $100 that this was quickly reselling for back earlier this year and double it, because that's kind of what the market's telling us to do, we're already at $200 a pack. Then you add the addition of the out of 3 Lotus Flower, you add the addition of the out of 20 Cherry Blossoms, and you add the insert of the downtown. While we can continue to debate and argue about what the floor price is or what just the true value of the first off the line pack is for this Dutch auction, I think we can all agree come this Friday when the hobby packs drop at $35 a pack, it's a no-brainer. everyone's going to be trying to get in on this drop. So I suggest you get an extra cup of coffee, meditate, get an early morning workout, whatever you need to do to get some sort of competitive advantage. This thing is going to sell out in the blink of an eye. So to sum it up, what's the best news to come out of this new 2025 WNBA drop happening this week? Well, it just might be the 2024 WNBA drop. Why? Well, the first reason we already went over. The packs for first off the line for 2024 sold for $30. Just 6 months later, they're doing a Dutch auction with a starting price of $1,000. But more importantly, the Silver Prizm for 2024 has a total mint count of 372. For 2025, the Silver Prizm has a total mint count of 448. That is a 20% increase in 1 year of quote unquote the base cards on the Panini blockchain. So what makes sense to me is as the popularity grows on the Panini blockchain, as more money hits the Panini blockchain, as these new sets get released on the Panini blockchain, they're only going to increase to facilitate all these new collectors, meaning the 2024 Prizm set is just going to continue to get more scarce. But regardless, whether we're talking 2024 or 2025, when it comes to the WNBA on the Panini blockchain, it's all good news. There are a bunch of ways for collectors to win. And if you like this video, please like, please subscribe, because it does help the algorithm push this video out to more potential Panini blockchain collectors. And if you like my take on how the 2024 WNBA Silver Prizms are already more scarce just because of this drop in the increased mint count of 2025, then check out this video because that's all I talk about. I highlight how base cards actually matter on the blockchain.